Hi everyone, I am back doing another YouTube video. In this video, I am inspired by roosters. You know, I don't know. These videos, I have to come up with so many different concepts. I don't want to just be doing plain, boring videos. It's hard to shoot 2 episodes per week. That's how many episodes I put out into the universe. So by the time the year is done, I would have made approximately about 104 episodes, give or take a little bit here and there. So it takes a lot of time out of my schedule, but I enjoy when I do these because the videos come out so amazing. Your comments are so refreshing. They motivate me to continue to do these because I am reaching out to an audience and you guys are gravitating, you're getting this, and you're enjoying it. So what I've done is there's a tractor. I thought, even though the feel is Rooster, I think the tractor at the countryside with the roosters is gonna do really well. So I'm going to use this is a chicken or a rooster or whatever it is, container. This is a bread basket. I've removed the basket from the bread basket and lined it with cellophane, and I've pre-soaked these floral foam, and I've cut the floral foam in half because it's too thick. And then I've taken a canister that I found from a houseware company, and there's a rooster on here with like a beehive motif, and then the tractor. And I was thinking, how can I use flowers instead of like putting the truck inside a container and surrounding it by flowers or greens or whatever? How can I do this a little differently? So I thought of a creative way of doing that, handling that. But the first thing that I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start off with is my container, this one. And the selection of flowers I'm using this today is the snapdragons, some status, some straw flowers, some spray roses, and then you've got the chrysanthemums. I think the one that I want to do right now, a good friend of mine taught me something. It's the 1, 2, 3 rule, right? 1 stem of this, 2 stems of that, 3 stems of another thing. That creates a composition for you. In this case, I'm not going to use that ideology exactly, but I'm going to do some fun stuff. I'm going to take 1 or 2 of these as well. I'm going to cut this. Toss it in there like this. Oh, this looks so cute. The colors came out really great. I love the usage of all the flowers together. Feels country, right? Feels. Now, then I'm gonna go into the rooster. And with the rooster, I'm taking the status first. And I don't know if I'm gonna use all the flowers, necessarily. What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna start by grouping some together and then inserting it. I think we're probably gonna use all 3 bunches of this. And I'm trying to do it slightly above the status, just so that it becomes more important and more relevant. than the status itself. And it wouldn't be bad if this just was just, you know, red and white and a touch of black. But let's see, I might change my mind before I finish. I want to take all of this because I want to show you what I'm thinking for another project. I want to clean it out, and then I want to insert these very carefully. Now, these, some of them have gotten damaged, and they're not that great. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to clean it out, make it more usable, and then inserting it into the foam. Because I think it just brings out that character of the country. And I'm gonna go back and I'm going to do my spray roses. I have 1 or 2 sprigs of it still. Just kind of keeping it just to see. I'm gonna fill it up with this. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer because you're trying to, I usually have an idea of what I want to do in my head, right? Before I start executing it so that I know how to approach it. And, you know, sometimes when I'm working with my team sometimes tells me, oh, Eddie, you know, you tell us you have to use this flour first and then that flour second and then the other flour third. The reason there is a formula to things, it's the same thing as cooking. You start cooking certain things together versus when you're, you know, you don't mix your dry and wet together. It's all your dried products and then it's all your wet products and then it's all combined together. So this also has formulas, right? Or a method of starting and finishing. So if one flour goes in, the whole aesthetic changes if it's not done correctly. I'm going to take the rest of these. You're gonna see what I'm gonna do with them. I'm gonna cut the heads. So the great thing about, you know, being creative is I could pretty much do anything with any material. I choose flowers as a medium most of the time because I love nature, but that doesn't mean that I can't or don't work with other types of materials. And what I'm doing is I'm basically, I'm just cutting the heads of these. And what we're gonna do, you're gonna see how cute this is gonna be. And I'm only gonna show it to you on one side, but I would do both sides of it once we're done. I'll show you what the both sides are. So these yellow centers somehow are black inside, probably genetically changed. As you see, there's a yellow right here with a brown. I'm gonna take the tractor and I'm gonna take my glue gun and I'm gonna start from the outside and oh, it's so cute. It's so cute. Like, I'm dying right now. This is coming out so, it's, you know, like those little details that, you know, you put it on a tablescape and, you know, it adds interest to the eye and it's definitely a conversation piece, right? Nothing, it's not a lot of work. I mean, it's a lot of work when you're doing 50 of these, yes, I know that. But like, you know, to do a simple party, you can easily do this with silk flowers too, and you can do them ahead of time. Of course, real, that's quite different in feeling. So cute. I'm gonna take a mini spray rose, just the head of it. I think this one's a good one. I'm gonna flatten that, the back, and you can do that with a knife, not with your teeth. That's not advised at home. And just bring that red to the center. Look at that. So cute. And put this away. You can do the other back side of it, the other side of it with these. I'm not gonna do it for the video. You can already see what it looks like. I'm gonna clean this up, I'm gonna style it, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna show you how amazing this looks. So I am done with the pieces that I was thinking and dreaming in my head, and look how amazing this one. This tractor with all these chrysanthemums with one red rose right in the center gives you a little detail, a little interest, a little kind of a, oh my God, I didn't think of that, but like how cute is that? Then we have the vase, the mixed vase of all the flowers that I had on the table, the snapdragon, the roses, the straw flowers, the statice, and the spray. I put it all together and it came out really wonderful. And then the Rooster container, I just took 3 types of flowers. I took the chrysanthemums, I took the spray roses, and the statice. I started with the statice and made it full. You don't see much of it, it's just the texture. And then I filled the rest with spray roses and the chrysanthemums. I hope you guys had an amazing inspiration one more time. I appreciate all of you guys. The community is always producing new material, so always check the community on my YouTube page. And also the iMessage icon, the iMessage icon on the screen, that's the information button that we have things like polls and so forth going on. Again, if it was the first time you were watching, I thank you. If it's you tuning in and binge watching these videos, without you guys, I would not be able to do this. You inspire me and I appreciate you guys. Love you and peace out.